Damn, it's good to be back. The wait is over. The arena roars once more, and the legends return to the field.
Oh my god, there's no way.
So huge!
The best are already sharpening their skills, and the rivalries are burning hotter than ever.
Oh my goodness, what was
Wow. Every play, every push, a chance to carve your name in history. Somebody stop this man!
Oh, that's awesome!
And she drops onto the Kyrie. It's a one clip to finish the kill. And that's two from Kowsers.
This is where stories are written, where every legend leaves their mark.
And the body block. Able to get two.
Oh, that's a fire grab. What a grab!
And as Bruce is out, he gets three.
With history on the line, do you have what it takes to emerge victorious? Welcome to United Rogue Overwatch Season 9.
Hello, United Rogue. I am Dragon Master, and I'm here with Andrew.
Yo.
And we are here to cast the first week of games. I believe it is the Phoenix versus War game. And there are a lot of returning players here, but there are also a bunch of new players. Be interested to see how this one shakes up. What do you think, Andrew?
I think it's going to be a fun one. Got the new franchise in Phoenix Thunder coming to United Rogue Overwatch this time. Oh, returning face, Washington Rebellion. Should be an exciting one to see. I know we have some returning faces that we should be recognized in previous seasons, like Soup and Guna on War, and also Dill, who's the GM for Phoenix.
I think this Soup is different, but maybe it's a different account.
Huh? Actually, it might be. Let me see here.
It says he's a Diva player.
Oh.
So
I'll
I
keep
don't
my eyes
know.
on them.
I think this is the different player, but definitely Gare Bear and Guna. Oh, and so War is banning Czar. It looks like, and they're going to Nepal. So let's see what Phoenix bans in response. Yeah, I
Nepal.
think I know two of these players on Phoenix, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I only have two I recognize as well. A lot of new faces actually this season. Haven't gotten to see what they do yet in a league match, but can't wait to see it. Looks like Ward does go for the Czar ban onto what I'm assuming is Dill as tank.
I think
if the
so. He's
order's
on the
correct.
tank slot. Yeah. I don't know what he plays. It's this. I'm looking. Looks like a Ram. It's like his most played. Hold on.
Yeah, kind of interesting. I'm not sure if I've really seen Dill play tank in any league match. So I'm actually not sure what to expect.
He barely has any time. His most is 7 hours on Orisa. So we'll be interested to see the tank gameplay.
Yeah. Not sure what they're really going to go for on this map. Kind of a mystery.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think Guna, assuming she's sticking with the Weaver, so I imagine we'll have like the Junk Weaver, probably Diva pick on the side of War. I'm not sure about Adora or Aglacia, but on the other side, we'll probably have like an Orisa from Dill, and I think Bayonet's mainly a Mercy Kiriko player, if I remember correctly. So
Yeah.
yeah, Mercy Kiriko and Moira.
Yeah, I'm going to be looking out for the Guna Life Weaver polls. Very big fan of the Life Weaver. Much of my detriment. But we don't talk about that.
Weaver's a very oppressive character if you do not focus them. So
Yeah, is susceptible to some dive, but yeah, still I'm not sure what comp we're really going to be seeing here. It's still first week, haven't really gotten a glimpse of what they've been cooking for the season, but it looks like we're about to get into it. Looks like both teams are ready, so we'll be going in momentarily.
And we'll see what they actually are gonna play.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on Nepal Shrine. This is mostly a brawl map, so we'll see what they actually run.
Yeah, on Shrine, a lot of big space for them to take advantage of here. A lot of open air. Feeling the breeze of the mountains. Feeling the nice little cozy weather here.
I think in the lore, Genji came up here to see Zenyatta. Let's see here. We got the Gare Bear on the Freya, not the Junkrat. Okay, I guess he picked up the Freya. I did see the Diva. Okay, so we got a Guna on the Kiriko. Okay, maybe we'll see the Weaver later.
Oh yeah. Gonna be seeing the Kiriko from Guna. And here we go. Teams are out.
Waiting on them to get up. Okay, so Dill is playing the Orisa, as expected. Let's see, they'll meet each other on this point and see what happens. Reaper gets pushed off of height. Orisa going in. Trying to get this Diva, but this Diva is DMing a lot of damage. Diva gets poked really low, has to retreat. But they are restabilizing pretty well. And the Zhang goes down to the Reaper. And
yeah, early pick from the Reaper.
And it looks like a cleanup from here. That Diva took a lot of damage really quickly and didn't really have time to re-enter the fight.
Yeah, kind of just a lot of staging, but not able to find that opportunity to get in. The Reaper just on the side, really picking off one person that just lets the it all fall apart.
Let's see what they do this time. Bill's trying to take this front space from them, trying to stop them from getting in.
Oh, the Reaper flank gets one and gets out.
That's huge. Diva is flanking now, trying to get in. But Diva escaped.
Yeah, not really able to stay.
Yeah, they're kind of down one, so they have to just take space where they can.
Tony got a little bit of BM. They were just emoting with the cookie emote and then just got killed for it. That's kind of going to be punishing for them as now War is going in and cleaning up. Yeah, just big blunder, I think, for Phoenix. Just, fight is not over yet.
The cookie blunder.
Yeah, the cookie blunder.
Alright. Well, it looks like they're trying to take this top left, I guess, for their perspective. Let's see, it looks like they kind of know the soldier peeked early. Gets poked out. They're staging here, trying to get on them. Just trying to take minimal poke damage. The window comes out. Do they get anyone? The soldier ult comes out. The Diva ult to counter it. Gets with one. The soldier ult gets 3 though, so it's not exactly a great trade.
Yeah, soldier finding 2 while the bomb does finish off the soldier in response, but I don't know, War kind of having to fall back here. Phoenix just did enough.
I'm at fighting condition.
And we're approaching 1 fight territory, I think.
Wow, Soup just finding the Reaper on a flank, now going in, trying to combine their efforts with the rest of their team here. The soldier order's out, not able to find much yet.
Bayonet falling.
Ursul also not finding anything, but everything's falling now.
Soldier's really low if they can get him. He does get healed up though. They do lose this point, but they're at 93, so it's just 1 fight now to, if they can win that, then they secure point.
A lot of ults dropped, but it does come out on top for War. Now trying to stage to see if they can just stuff out their approach here one more time.
Yep. Let's see if they take that left high ground again. They're kind of protecting it now, noticing that they are going after it. The Diva's trying to stop the bat from going in.
Yeah, huge pick from the Orisa from afar, just sniping out the soldier here.
Yeah.
Looks like Tony once again on another flank. Or actually not on the flank, they're in their
Soup
Maybe
really
8K? I
low.
actually don't know.
Forcing the Immor. The window goes out. See if they get anybody.
Yeah, Phoenix able to take back the point, flip. Now just final
Their
efforts.
Immor and Freya ult. They are flipping it. Oh, they got on it last second. And there's a pause.
And we have a DC.
And Tony dies.
Yeah, I did notice that Tony was kind of a little non-moving there for a bit there. But Phoenix still, despite being down them for like, I think a good 20 seconds, were able to do a really good push to take that point back on the flip. And it might be a bit too late already for War to finish off this once they come back. We'll just have to see. But
yeah.
yeah,
They're already down, what, 3? Yeah, 3.
Yeah, they're down 3 already. My main just, during that fight, took a really good side angle, able to just really poke at all the squishies of Phoenix. Or sorry, of War, I mean. And yeah, just really well played on their positioning.
Yeah, true. Although I think Soup had a good idea trying to get that BAP out on the side of, what is it, War. But I think that that kind of cost them because it let the Dill kind of just poke the soldier across the map for free. So I'm not sure that was the best trade, but maybe that could have been, maybe there was miscommunication.
Yeah, not too sure. But this first map might be going to, or this first round of the map might be going already to Phoenix. I'm trying to think what War really want to do to try to adjust.
I mean, I think they need to stuff out this Reaper. This Reaper's kind of just getting into the backline for free, and then they can't really blow him up before. Also, I feel like the Zen is useful, but I feel like with the Reaper flank, it's not exactly the greatest because by the time he gets in, you can't really punish him, especially if the Reaper wraiths.
Yeah,
the Zen Discord doesn't really help, unfortunately. But we'll see. I mean, maybe they can make it work.
Yeah, it looks like Tony is back, so we should be starting once again here.
All right. Oh, and Guna's really low. Misses the jump. Do they live though? Soldier does pick him off though. It's just the D.Va.
His final efforts, but they do have the D.Va bomb.
But they do pick her off. And that looks like, Tracer tries to touch. Damn. Not quite.
Yeah, not able to make it in time. Really good effort again from Phoenix. Found their way in, found their way to like just keep pushing the pressure on the War team to like keep them off of their angles they really wanted to take. I want to see with this like D.Va trying to like really take on more of a flanking route to like a 3-2-1 count, because I'm seeing they're not really going for too much of like a coordinated attack around the corner.
Well, it looks like they swapped off the Soldier to the Reaper, and they're running the Mei instead of the Freya/Tracer. It looks like they haven't made any other swaps though, so we'll see how that works out for them. I mean, that's definitely a more survivable DPS line.
Yeah, definitely.
See, they're taking height, both of them. He's taking a lot of poke. Trying to get in. A lot of cooldowns are used. Immor's gone. Tony goes down early.
Yeah, good pick on the Reaper.
Back, though. Does he get out? Barely. Trying to get in. Take this point. Looks like Phoenix is already starting to take it. Let's see if Reaper can try and touch. Doesn't really touch. They're just trying to restabilize, get a pick here.
Yeah. Soup does have to be careful here to get when they're getting back their mech. They almost have it, and then they're able to like really stabilize here.
Immor down on both sides. Guna does go down. Zhang goes down on the other side.
Wow.
Supports are down for War.
Yeah, my main just getting 2 good picks, able to just really win the fight from that alone. Old Soup gets team mechs.
Yeah, he has to back up now. I think I think that the correct play here is to probably go back to spawn and re-choose the character, but I don't think he's doing that.
Yeah, right now you're just right at spawn. Either like quickly follow the map after you lose that mech and the end of the fight, or just try to do a quick
Yeah.
change hero.
I don't think he's doing that. I saw he only had like 100 hours on the game, so I think he doesn't know that tech, to be honest.
Yeah, they may just be having a lot of different strategies in their mind, but
We'll
it
see.
would be the call I would go for.
He already almost has it back. And my main
Just get
does
sniped by the
spooked,
rockets. That is unfortunate.
Unfortunate. They're now down a fight. Dill popping the Orisa ult, trying to get them. Gets another one too. And it's just Gare Bear left. I think Gare is probably dead here. No, he does get the wall.
Yeah, just good cleanup. I don't mind that use of the Restore, just really finish out the fight nice and clean. They're gonna get it back at some point.
I think Orisa ult just kind of live and create space. Honestly, it's not the best ult. It's just kind of use it as you see it, kind of like Nano.
We are coming up in a lot of ults from War here. I think they can go for like a uploaded totally like force the area.
And the Reaper ult gets Guna really low, though Guna does follow the Soldier ult. They're just kind of popping all their ults trying to win this. It's just the Reaper. I think he was down.
Yeah.
That's just unfortunate. I think the D.Va not swapping really hindered them because they just kind of lost out on an entire fight there.
Yeah, unfortunately they just got staggered a bit too long while out of mech. But I mean, really well done from the side of Phoenix DPS. Both of them really just finding their ways to pick off their squishes on War side.
Yeah, I like also that they took angles, right? They
Yeah.
one took one angle, one took the other, and they're playing flex and main DPS, so it really helps each other out.
Yeah, the angle taking was like big. Their positioning is just really top notch here.
Yeah, and I think Dill just kind of not dying while like Soup just inevitably got poked out by the Phoenix's DPS. He just had to wait out their DPS, and War just kind of got staggered from there. I'm not sure what changes they're gonna make here. I think the Reaper May was a good idea, but against the long range of the Soldier, I'm not sure if they have any way to counteract him.
Yeah, we'll have to see how they try to adjust for that Reaper. They haven't found the exact answer they're looking for yet, I think. But there's still other things they can try with their comp they're going for. They can still try to like section off with like the May. I want to see them try to go for like more of those May walls and just jump on whoever they get sectioned. They did it a couple times, but I want to see it a little more often.
I feel like the comp they were running on the side of War didn't really warrant the D.Va. I felt like it was just like you could have run Ryan or like Ram or something, some other brawl tank, and get more value from the comp they were running.
Yeah,
at the beginning they were definitely running something that could work with the D.Va, but then they kind of swapped off of that, and the D.Va really couldn't like section off someone and get help anymore. It felt like.
I will say I have made a Reaper May work with a D.Va. I've done that before, like Season 7 Emerald Finals, actually. I think we ran exactly that. Or something similar to it. So there's ways to make it work. It's not like it's probably like not like the most ideal thing you could run for it. Like again, that Reinhardt can really work with it. Also like something more brawly like JQ or Ramantra even can also like run really well.
Yeah, I just feel like the way they were playing it is they were kind of trying to out brawl and out sustain the Orisa on D.Va, which I don't think is going to happen. But we'll see. Maybe they change their playstyle. Maybe they have a different plan in mind. See where also the map choice too, right? If they take them to a map where they can't really just abuse angles as much, maybe they can take a map there.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm not sure really what War's going to go for. They want to do a D.Va comp still. Or like try to utilize like high grounds. I think they can go a hybrid like Dumbani or Watchman Gibraltar.
Yeah, that makes sense. We'll see. War gets first map. Okay. I think they're talking it over.
Yeah.
Another thing too was I think the Zen was a good idea, but it felt like in practice they kind of just LOS the Discord and then kind of ignored him afterwards. I wonder if maybe something else would have been more helpful.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Really trying to just think what the strategy for War is for the next map. And what their comms are going to be for around that.
But we're kind of waiting on hero bans and stuff. If it were me, I'd probably ban the Reaper. That Reaper was really tearing up the backline.
I do agree. The Reaper is a pretty favorable ban for them. I think also Soldier might be a good one down the road. I don't know.
I think it depends on
I don't
which
know if
map
they go for
they
it
take
right
him to, right? I think if they take him like Suravasa, you ban the Reaper, but if you take him to like a long range poke map, you ban the Soldier, right?
Yeah, I agree. But just waiting around, seeing what Warb inevitably do pick for their map.
But that was a close first map. I think it was just a few small blunders just cost them a couple fights.
Yeah, I think they definitely have the tools they need to still get the win on these maps and even like take the whole series. There's a bit of, I think, coordination, just like the timing of when they really want to go for those attacks, and just noticing those moments of like, again, if they're running that Mei, when they can section off with the wall and just try to really focus down whoever they catch.
Definitely.
Although a little bit hesitant on their old uses, I would say overall. I think they could just go a little more gung-ho on them.
Yeah, I think Guna was definitely liberally using her window, and but I'm not sure about the others. I think Gary used it quite a bit. Soup used it when necessary. I'm not sure about Idora. I don't really remember too many alts.
Yeah, can't remember off the top of my head for that one.
But I think their alts were good, but Phoenix were better about rotating them and communicating them, I think.
Yeah.
And like, or they comboed them together. So we'll see. And it looks like we are going to Numbani, a very good dive map. We'll see if they actually run dive. I don't know.
Yeah, they could do dive, they could do poke.
This is a good map though to actually take them to, because they can't really run the Orisa or the Soldier on this map as well.
I'd say the Orisa for sure. Soldier can work, especially on like defense. Being able to stick around those high grounds, just put out that constant pressure.
Yeah, but on
Just look
attack
pretty
it's a little
solid.
bit more difficult because you have to get in and like get around. They can kind of just LOS them there if they play good positioning. I am interested to see if Gil sticks on the Orisa and what the ban is.
Yeah, we'll have to see here. I think they're going for the Soldier ban here would be a good one. Also, if they do want to like ban any flyers, like they might try to get rid of a Pharah if they're not looking for those hit scan DPS.
That might be a good idea.
Train Reaper.
That might be a good idea. But I think the only flyer I know that War plays is the Freya, which is like partially a flyer. I don't think they play. I can check their career profile. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not seeing any flyers on this list. At least on one. Let's see what Gare plays. Okay, correct. No, I am wrong. Gare has 92 hours on Pharah, but 179 on Junkrat. So we'll see. Maybe banning a flyer is a good idea, but I don't know if the other team knows that. I feel like they would probably ban like what they played against last map that was oppressive, right?
Yeah. What the heck? All right, we got our first ban. Warb is banning Soldier. This is what I'm thinking they were going to go for, especially in Numbani. Again, can take over that like high ground kind of use of space. So we're going to be seeing something else from Mei Main here. They might go to Mei, actually. I mean, that is their namesake, but we'll have to see.
Okay, so they are, Soldier. And what is Phoenix counterban? They cannot pick a DPS. For me, I would probably ban the, well, I wouldn't ban the BAP. Weaver is really good on this map, to be honest, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see Guna on it. But
I could go for that. Do a little snipe on the ban.
alternatively, they might ban the D.Va because D.Va is really strong on this map. Yep, they banned the Weaver. I called it. Yeah,
Really
Weaver's
trying to
really
punish Guna.
strong. Yeah, they're strong on this map because there's so many high grounds you can just rotate to for free without actually, you know, having to rotate around long ways. So
Yeah, we'll have to see. As looks like Phoenix are ready, just waiting on the confirm from War. Thing again, just really want to see from I'm curious what Phoenix is actually going to run here because of their comp from last game. I don't know what adjustments they're going to really make.
well, they can't play the Soldier. I wonder if Tony or my main plays something else other than Soldier. Let me take a look. It looks like he plays a lot of Cass, at least this season, but there's not really much time, so let me look at all competitive. Oh, he plays Genji, too.
Genji can work on Numbani pretty well.
Yeah, that's a really good pick. He also does play Reaper, but I don't think they're going to play Reaper over Tony, or at least that's what it looks like. Let me take a look at what Tony plays. I mean, Tony just kind of plays everything, it looks like. His most played are on support and tank though, so I don't think that that's really helpful to him playing DPS. So I'm not sure what they're gonna run. I would imagine maybe they get Genji like Reaper or something, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Dill is gonna play though. He's really good at it'll be very interesting to see what Guna actually plays here, because the Weaver was sniped from her. I think we might be seeing like Zen BAP again, but it's not exactly the best on this map, just because like you want to play usually dive. So we'll see. Alright, here we go. We're in. And now we're finally going to see what they run. And it looks like they are running the D.Va, Reaper, and Ashe. And Gare is pulling out that Pharah. Andrew did predict correctly. And Adora is swapping over to the Cass. An interesting selection. I think they were running the Reaper Soldier before.
I think my main question is, do we think the Reaper's going to get the same value here on Numbani as it did on the ball?
It might. Although the Ana Mercy is going to be much harder to get on this map, but I think it probably will. It depends on how they play it. They do have a flyer though, so I think my main will have to shut that down immediately. With the D.Va, it's gonna be pretty hard.
It looks like Soup opting to chase the Reaper forces the Fade back to the other high ground, trying to help his team take this height here on Numbani. And we see a dive onto Mei, isolated on point.
Forcing the Immor. Taking space. They're gonna have to come down to contest it. Looks like the Ana came, or sorry, the Reaper came down.
Dill getting a pick on Guna. Both teams, 1 for 1. Oh, but Soup gets demeched. Gare Bear raining damage on this high ground though with the Pharah, looking for a pick on the Vanny.
He goes really low. Reaper does fall. The BAP is really low. Bumps his head into the wall.
Dill was
And it looks
low
like
there, but
they're-
BAP's still here.
And that makes them even, I think. No, they're down.
And Soup is back in the fray while Vanny gets demeched, so this should be a flip here for first point in favor of War.
Vanny does go down. They're Gare Bear raining down rockets on them. They might need to switch up this comp, figure out something to deal with the Pharah, especially since the soldier's been banned.
Enemies on the payload.
And Maymain isolated is going to get staggered here. It's going to be a long walk back from that third point spawn room as War continues to gain ground here.
I don't take kindly to being knocked down.
They're playing this pretty
Holding high
textbook.
ground.
Yep, they're pushed up. They're holding the space. Guna is pushing that cart.
No one is taking high ground on the side of Phoenix. I wonder if
Excellent.
War realizes that and is going to exploit that high ground right now. But they're
Alright,
they're
both
pushing in
teams
still.
posturing. Ooh, a
The D.Va
Poco
comes
bomb.
out.
Finds
Gets
two. Ooh.
Does get the and 3 goes down and Rez is gone.
That's going to be a reset on the side of War. They're going to have to get out of here. Oh, Soup might get
Wait.
staggered here. Left his
They-
baby.
Wait, did they just wait? Oh, they're not. They're not doing it. That might be a little
No
mean.
criminal behavior.
That might be a little mean if they waited the entire time. Or if you hear my brother in the background. We got Cass coming on. They swapped, trying to get in.
We have a lot of ults on the board for both teams
That was
here.
a big anti, but they Suzu and the Immor comes out for it. The BAP window goes out, trying to stop it. The D.Va bomb coming in, tries to stop them from using it. Doesn't get anyone, but it forces them off of the window.
Able to get their remake. And not a lot of value. They double support ulted on the side of Phoenix. And Gare Bear with a pick on the Maymain. I think this is where if you're War, you want to push now. That's 2 picks. Vanny looks like they're gonna get caught out here.
BAP goes low, gets him. The Kiriko does TP out. They do force TP though. Kiriko does go down anyways. D.Va has
Ooh,
to
and-
back up. Does the
Well,
Pharah
looked like a desperation bob on the point. Able to get one with it.
They do force out anti for it, but I'm not entirely sure. But they'll have it back for the next fight. The Nana goes up. I don't think that was calm though, because he dropped.
Maybe an uncontested on this height. The D.Va Soup just letting
Gets
him
left.
rain justice from above, but War gets a cap.
D.Va bomb doesn't get anyone. Tries to stop them from pushing though. But they still get it anyways.
And War with a healthy time bank, pushing into this third point. Over 3 minutes in your back pocket.
And they do have the alt economy as well. They have 2 ults and almost a third one online. The BAP just trying to contest high ground. It looks like he's going to get forced out by the D.Va and the Pharah. They do get the BAP early.
See that mech falling low, but now Adora from the low ground angle, able to get his counterpart, Cass, dealt with.
D.Va, okay, gets one.
I was gonna say that barrage was a little rude, but
Okay, got one, as long as it does. D.Va bomb holding him in spawn gives him free space. It might be a little ambitious. I maybe want that back for a second life, but
oh, but
does get Tony
Tony.
anyways. Soup is doing a really good job of holding them in spawn. Soup trying to get them. The sleep does come out. I don't think it got anyone.
The Ray committed the Mercy Valk. Adora holding this high noon.
Trying to stop them from pushing, I guess.
Yeah, look at
Another
Tony.
D.Va bomb come out. Does get 2 though for it, despite the ult. Mercy does go down, but Soup trades it for Vinny, and it's just the Ashe and D.Va now. And Bob is on point. Soup having to leave.
Despite the desperation of the situation, looks like Phoenix is able to hold on for now.
A minute and a half on the clock. Gary Bear coming in close on that ult. Ana also ult, and probably D.Va. And it looks like only one ult on the other side with the castle.
So this could be a huge ult fight here for War to get them across the final finish line. Especially with this Nano online. Soup has been following up on Gare Bear's rockets this whole round. A big Nano on his Soup here might be what they need.
Bastion. The ult comes out. I think it was Eaton. Trying to get around. Soup is D-Max. Be interesting.
Gare Bear finds one.
That's a huge pick.
Soup with no mech. Not able to capitalize on it.
The turret's out. The turret's gone. They now can get back in. If Soup can get back in mech. Yep. They might have just enough time before the Bastion turret comes back.
Now Phoenix getting close to these support ults. You want to go if you're War. You want to go first.
Ooh, and the
Gare Bear gets shut down.
Dill does
And
get
Dill
two.
with a 2-man Pokebomb.
Trying to get the res. Gets the res on Gare. Does Gare clean up here? It's 2 against 3. Gare does go down again. Soup falls really low. Trying to stall, but I think this is a fruitless endeavor. Does really get. I don't think they're touching again, but they do get really far to the end. And that was a big turnaround from round 1. Let's see what they change. Gare does swap. Okay, never mind. He probably just swapped Tracer to touch.
Yeah, it was certainly a good round, but I think I was only able to peep a little bit of the first round there, but I feel like War is a little hesitant sometimes with these ults. They looked good through Street Phase. They looked good on first point, but you have over 3 minutes in that time bank, and you had, I think we were sitting close to 2 minutes when we had Nano, Valk, and we almost had Barrage and Bomb on the board, and we're not using them until we force ourselves in a final fight. It's just not the situation you want to leave yourself in, especially when you have such a large ulticon. You know, they were up, I think you said, what, they had 1 ult there? They had High Noon on the side of Phoenix.
High Noon, and they had 3 ults up, yeah. I think that the main thing, honestly, that swapped there, Gare went Pharah, and it was working for them until the end, where I think Tony swapped to Ashe, and my main swapped to Genji. I think he was more comfortable on that. Or not Genji, what was it? Cass, right?
I think there was... Were they double hit scan at the end there?
No, it was it was Bastion, Cass, that's what it was.
Bastion, Cass.
Yeah, so they just kind of sniped the far out of the sky, and the DM wasn't enough.
Now we have a Sim on the defense, looking for cheeky turret plays, maybe to help counter that D.Va. But Gare Bear opting for the comfort pick, opting for the Rat. I like this out of Phoenix, a little unorthodox take here. We don't usually see opting the Rat all the way through the coast, yeah.
I I think they realized that they need to play unorthodox with the way they're kind of holding the choke, especially with their current comp. They kind of want to spam down main. See, Soup just fall really low.
Say both teams just exchanging poke, but Soup is the one to get DMAC first, but Blossom with a blunder falls off the map, and Guna able to confirm the pick on a Mei main, and now it's just cleanup on the side of War. Tony, the last one left, gonna die late here, it looks like.
Behold my exceptionality.
See, reset. Alt economy. Gare is really the only one that probably has an alt online. Maybe Mercy this fight.
Courage materialized.
See, Soup does get remake just as the fight begins. Trying to
Dora
protect
is
the
just
sim.
high charge on that sim. Gonna force the D.Va off the high ground there.
Placing a turret here.
Soup does need to recover his health before he can go back in.
My sentry is
Ooh,
Tries to
Mei
get
main
the Genji. Does get the Genji.
overcommits on a Gare Bear there. But Guna finds herself alone. Getting chased by the D.Va.
Soup does get Tony. And Gare gets another. It's just the D.Va and the Kiriko left. And it looks like they're enclosing him in a box. The D.Va can only DM for so long before they eventually win that.
And that's unfortunate. Those are gonna
And
be
that's a
some
big
late
stagger,
kills.
yeah.
Yeah. The tank and the Kiri. Honestly, you want that fight dry. So
Yeah,
again,
they
if
have
you're
5
War
ult-
here, this is where you wanna beat them to the punch first. You wanna commit something, get your value, and keep this defense rolling. Especially Dill over to the Zarya, a little counter pick of his own.
D.Va bomb going in. Does it get one? No one. But it forces them back. Gare Bear taking the opportunity to try and spam down the choke. They
And
do
the rush is
down it.
committed.
The sim wall to counter it. The Genji blade is committed. Does get one, but Gare Bear cleans up that Genji.
Gare Bear fighting for his life, but Vanny with the pick.
And Soup and Ana versus the world.
Oh,
Oh,
the
and Nano
comes
like
out.
slightly late.
But
I wonder if he just got that. I wasn't paying attention to that. Or
no, they had it.
They had it. Damn. Should have popped a little earlier. I think they were hesitant to pop it because if they lost that fight, it was wasted. But 2 minutes and 44 seconds on the time clock, and it looks like everyone's back now. I don't know if they Ana's repositioned well. They are back now though. Let's see what they do. What ults do they have? They have Zara ult, Bob, and Ray versus nothing on the side of War.
Yeah, War's high and dry after the ults they used there. Bob committed into the back line of War.
Sleeping, it does wake it up immediately. Guna does go down for that. Unfortunate, no calming on that sleep on that Bob.
Oh no!
Dill,
Glacier
Tony-
tries to stick the res, but gets shut down.
D.Va does escape here. Ana's coming back too. They are. Oh, they do swap to Soj
All of us.
from the Genji, I think is what. No.
I think they should try to contest this and get out the grab maybe, or the Ray. On Gare Bear with the flank from behind, gets one, and Soup able to find Tony. The contest is alive. Ray committed from Phoenix. And Soup gets DMAC. But Gare Bear with another
Fire
talker.
coming out. Tries to get the back line. Does get the Juno.
And it's a big grab, but Dill's on his own.
I don't think he can get it before he dies. Yep. And that's
And
a
Gare Bear with a nasty, what was that, a 3-piece there, and a crazy touch from behind to keep this second point hold alive.
huge.
60 seconds remaining.
And they have
The payload's so
only OC and Rush. I think that's it. And Murphy all on the other side. Actually, they might have Nano by the time the fight happens. We'll see what they use this time. Soup does get remacked. Those are already decently charged.
Adora with a good first pick onto their counterpart. Main out of the fight.
Forcing Adora.
It's gonna be no overclock for this fight. Tony gets sniped by a stray grenade.
Still gets the anti, gets Suzu'd.
There's only 3 here. 4 on the side of War. Or Phoenix. And it's an ult dump.
Popping the OC, but they pop Nano and jamming it. They're kind of mitigating it right now.
Wait, Care Bear has another tire online here.
That's actually, it might be huge if he does it. He pops it right now. He gets 2!
He gets 2!
Wait, they have to touch though. Soup falls low, but I don't think it's gonna be enough before. Soup does get demagged. The Diva Bomb comes out. I think Blossom might be dead. No, it gets around the corner just in time.
They need to clean up these kills.
Big Zara grab, but no one was there to follow up. Blossom is trying to stay alive. Gets off just last second. But War does win. And it is 1-1.
Yeah, all tied up on your scoreboard here, and I don't know. That was such an interesting round. I didn't think the Junkrat was gonna get the value after first point. Gare Bear proving us wrong, proving me wrong.
Put in that work. You can't play Skyrat, you gotta play Junkrat.
Yeah, I mean, that last tire, he built that up, what, in the span of a fight? Maybe a fight and a half?
I think it was literally one fight. I'm interested to see where they go next. So far, they have banned, I believe, it was I'm trying to look back. A Zarya ban and a Junk ban map 1. And map 2 was a Soldier and a Weaver ban.
Yeah, see, I love the dynamic we have here now in Emerald, because we're finally at a spot where I don't know most of these names. There's a couple familiar faces, but I know in the past there's been, I mean, across all of our divisions, there's, you know, the friendly target bans, but I genuinely don't know what some of these people play. I don't know if they know who each other play, so I don't know how much actual target banning one another will happen, and if they're just gonna go kind of by the seat of their pants and try to do smart bans for the map or their matchups that they want to run with their comp. So I finally think we're, at least to me, in an interesting place here in Emerald.
I definitely agree. I think there's, what, 3 new faces on Phoenix right now? I think Blossom is Bayonet, which is a returning player. Dill, I think, was a support player. I don't think he really played tank, but we're seeing the tank pool now.
I was going to say, Dill, I think, yeah, has only played DPS and support in previous seasons, so we have the Dill tank.
Yeah. Soup is new. It's not the Soup we know.
Oh, I know. I checked the profile. I was like, Soup's playing tank, and I saw we were on Diva, but the Soup I know is a Winton enjoyer, so I was like, what the hell's going on? But yeah, you were right. That is not the Soup that I'm aware of.
I think the only other people that we know are Gare Bear and Guna, which are returning players. I think Guna has been up in Sapphire a few times. Actually, she wasn't even in Ruby, I think, a season. Back when it was, like, went down to Plat. But Gare Bear is a returning face. Very strong player. I think he was on LVT last season. But yeah, I think that the others are just new. So like a lot of these bans have been based on what they played the last map, it feels like, except for the Junkrat and what was it, the Zar ban?
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that's good. You like to see it. New faces, and it looks like Phoenix is gonna opt to take it to Saravasa.
It's a very rush divey map. We'll see what they run. It seemed like no one played speed. I think I saw one actually no, sorry, I take that back. They did have a Juno player.
There
But they
was
took
a Juno
Blossom.
on the field, but yeah, I don't think we saw a lot of coordinated rings.
Oh, I saw Blossom. So Blossom was Bayonet. They were the Juno, I think. They took them out for DPR. They're a Kiriko player. I don't think they played. They might play Juno. I think they only play Kiriko.
It's okay.
Let me take a look. Oh, well, they have 364 hours on Mercy. I take that back. Mercy, Moira, and Ana. So I'm not sure. They can't play Kiriko. I've seen that. I'm not sure what the plan is though, because I don't think either team has speed control.
Yeah, I think one thing that consistently stays popular, at least in my mind, in Emerald, is we see a lot of double flex comps. There's not too many people that play main support, and if they do, it's unfortunately not usually the frog character. So
Yeah, it's usually like Brig. I think I've seen more Wu Yang this season, but I think Wu Yang's just basically a DPS in disguise. But I think that definitely, I mean, since they raised the cap, I think we've definitely seen a little bit more main support, but obviously I think these two teams don't have one.
yeah, I think that's always an Emerald staple, is we see teams have to come up with creative ways or creative comps and how they have to navigate rotations, map control, those sort of things, because a lot of times they are doing it without the Lucio, without the speed.
I think I see more Juno, but the problem with Juno is she doesn't have consistent speed, and she kind of is an easy target for hit scans, especially down here.
Yeah.
Especially now that the movement nerf.
Speaking of staples, though, I do want to point out we did have that first map. Both teams ran a Reaper, and then Gare Bear with the Junk. I'm happy to see our like the Emerald heroes are still heroing. We have the Diabolical Reaper plays that maybe shouldn't always work, but somehow do. We have the Feast Your Famine Junkrat still making it work. I'm excited for the season of UR.
I think it was season 6. I did something with Reaper and like saved our series. You know, Reaper, Junkrat, like Pharah, characters like that just kind of run rampant in Emerald.
It's always a delight.
Yeah.
Always.
But it looks like Phoenix is opting to ban that Pharah from last map. They really couldn't deal with it, but now that they do have the Soldier back, they did ban the Junk before, so I don't think they can ban it again. So, you know, I'm wondering what they're gonna do now, because you know Garrett can just run the Junkrat.
Yeah, and I know Gare was finding success on the Pharah there, but I don't know if Pharah would have been the pick that he opted for here on Servasa. I feel like if anything, he might just run it back down on the Junkrat.
I will say that they Glacia did run that Mercy Pharah really well, and on this map it's actually pretty decent. It's kind of a wide open map where you can kind of take these weird off angles and do a ton of poke damage without really getting punished by DPS or hit scan. So I'm interested to see. I think that's a decent ban, but again, like you said, I think we're going to see more of that Junkrat. And the war bans the Mercy.
Okay, maybe there it is. Maybe that's a target ban. They check DPR's profile.
Yeah. Might have also been watching the stream. Maybe they were watching the stream snipe, but you know, we'll see.
Without the Pharah on the board, Ward not gonna run a Mercy themselves. Sees DPR plays Mercy. Mercy gets her wing snipped. I don't know. Seems too coincidental.
I think that, but I don't think you should put DPR down on just the Mercy. That I saw them run the Kiriko. I've seen them run the, I think it was the Juno pretty well. So I don't think that they're like a one trick at all. Although they do have the most hours on Mercy.
Phoenix is ready to go here. Just waiting on War to ready up. I want to take everyone's attention. I want to point it towards chat. Adbon Lover 69 has just pointed out Adbon has gone missing. Check your milk cartons. We need to bring him back. He has support games to play this season. He also has a sub to get gifted from me. I think I missed him last season. So we're gonna roll 5 in the chat. Hopefully Adbon gets one.
Yeah, and also if you look up just a little bit, it says if Thunderbolts win, I'm buying a pizza from Adbon. Maybe we'll hold you up on that bargain.
Adbon dodge, but Adbon Lover 69 got a sub. GG.
And it looks like they're ready. I think we might be going in. I'm interested in the comps this time. A lot of the bands that we're normally in are now off the table. We'll see what they run.
Initiating match. Ready for
And
battle.
it looks like we have, ooh, interesting, a Brawl comp with Weaver. Wait, what? Guna's not running the Weaver? What
To
the?
say Guna not on the Weaver.
Something's not right here.
Gonna say we're in a alternate universe here.
Alternate timeline. Oh, DPR is running the Lucio.
We have a frog.
5, 4,
Hope we don't see the Ajax.
1.
Let's see. They're running the Queen Reaper. Oh, okay. They swapped to the Kiriko. Well, no speed control. Sorry.
Just an amp at a spawn.
So it'll be an interesting match. This looks like two very fun comps to play into each other.
Ooh,
Reaper falling
nice
really
pedal.
low, forcing the
Puts
Wraith. Soup falling really
Oh,
low,
Tony.
gets pulled.
finds Guna. DPR finds Gare Bear. And that's gonna be first fight for Phoenix as this Sojourn and Lifeweaver do not get chased down. Okay, they're gonna be able to stay stable, and War's gonna try to push back in.
I think this Queen comp is very strong right now. They're running it down together, and that's very good.
Yeah, I think Tony looks more comfortable on this Reaper pick. I think this map,
100%.
this comp, benefits him quite a bit. That first fight, he looked like he knew exactly what he wanted.
I think that's probably why they banned the Pharah, to be honest. So
Tony's committed
the Reaper.
to clearing these squishies.
Wait,
So fast.
the Reaper 1v1. They both Wraith.
A shout out from Dill. Both teams just posturing though.
Soup
Not
falling
a
really
hard
low,
engage
gets
yet.
antied. Using all their cooldowns on the tank. The tank is really falls low.
I was gonna say, I think this might.
Get the touch.
Oh
though.
no,
The tree.
Allegatia with a crazy touch and a tree, but Tony finds Guna on the rotate. Main pops Visor looking to wrap behind War.
Ends now.
Sojolt comes
Falls
out.
really low.
Gare Bear finds Tony.
It's just Dill, I think. But they have no longer have the tree.
Kinetics regulated.
Guna is back though to get that sleep.
Able to
Trying
find
to go to
Adora.
Manny.
Time for a thunderstorm.
Big ult, saw the Suzu.
Oh, gets
Oh,
cleansed.
Suzu.
Still, Guna falls. And it's just Soup keeping the point alive, while Gare Bear and Allegatia are trying to offer support from the sidelines.
Soup does fall really low, no more block. And they do cap first. They do commit Queen ult, but it looks like they have 3 other ults online, while only maybe 2 ults on the side of War. They do have to go to the next point. Definitely much closer after they made some swaps though from on War's side. We'll see if those swaps help out this point now.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Outcommitted out of
An
Dill.
early
Forces
shout.
form out of Soup.
Reaper falls low, does
DPR.
Wraith out. DPR does get a pick on Adora. That's a huge pick for Shuzu. They get point.
Or first
A
flip.
lot of cooldowns put into Soup. Soup just extinguishes.
And I want to point out the pressure Main's just applying from these angles. Whether it's an off angle or the main angle, he's poking them down. But Adora, not taking a laying down, finds Tony lacking on a long angle.
That's huge for them. They are up 1 now. Well, I guess they're even.
And
So
Soup
Ram
committing the
all-
ult,
Getting a
running
point.
down the
DPR.
supports.
Dill falls low. They do
Dill's gonna
connect,
fall.
but they do get 62 off of that, forcing 1 ult at least. They have 4 ults, almost 5 ults on the side of Phoenix. So we'll see. I think they need to if they're gonna pop that rush or that Kiri, they need to either kill her or force out Suzu before they can queen ult.
Honestly, we've seen a lot of success from, I think, Tony on these off angles. If he's off angling as Reaper, bugging the supports, I think they could just Kiri Visor.
Ooh, Vanny goes down
Bear.
early. The Reaper ult in a small room. Wait, there's a double Reaper ult? Only
Both
getting
Reapers ulted.
Ready to throw in the towel?
Gare Bear, the only one finding picks with the ult though. And
more. I saw that they only used 1 ult. They had a bunch of ults on the table. They should have probably popped, but I think Vanny got getting picked early kind of messed up their plans. They got a touch here. I don't know
they
if
don't
they
have
touch.
it. No one's gonna be quick
Oh
enough.
no!
Oh no!
The touch is forcing them on.
Oh.
Honestly, sacrifice his life. Do they touch again? That's huge. The Queen ult. Wait, they
Queen
need to
ult.
stay on though. That's huge.
And
They get
Nano.
pulled though. Soup. They do get the Soup, forcing the tree.
Maybe an
Asshole.
overcommitment.
I think Dill still dies here. Yeah. That's unfortunate, but they do pop. They do force like 3 ultimates out of them.
Yeah, they force a couple ults there at the end. That's good. You still have that rush and that visor on the side of Phoenix. Whereas on the side of War, we're just potentially looking at Soup here coming up on that Ram ult.
The War opting to take this high ground. They're trying to catch him. They're trying to setting up. Tony forced a Wraith out early though. And point opens up, and it looks like they opting to drop early, but they're taking the high ground from them as soon as they do that. And
Allegation might get caught out.
Guna does fall really low on that Kiriko. Both supports are really low, forcing out the Suzu. Guna does go down, forcing the ults. The Ram ult. I think
committed.
Dill might go down here. And another one
Dora
down.
finds 2.
But it's
clean
3 against
up
2
and
though.
out. And
See if
Mayman
they
wants to
win this.
fight this. The rest of Phoenix kind of mucking about. They could chase these kills down, but they don't want to get traded. So they're just gonna live.
They may trying to force them. They need to take this high ground early though. I think they're trying to keep on the low ground so they don't touch, but I think they're back before Dill is. Okay, they're
Soup
about
over
even
onto
now.
that Diva. No longer on the Ram.
They need to get on this point before they touch again. Opted to not do that. Soup does fall really low. Gare Bear keeping up the high ground, trying to take on the Soldier. The Soldier gets picked. DPR trying to take him on, forces out the Immor for the team.
Playing musical chairs here. One team goes for point while the other wraps height, and then it just repeats.
Well, that's kind of how this point works. You know, if you have height, you win, but if you have point, you can't. You get progress. So.
Yeah, but I would just point out, on the side of War, we have the Lifeweaver pedal. You can freely go up and down. You don't have to do this long behind point rotate to retake height.
That's true, but to be fair, it's kind of hard to walk in against this team. because they're doing so much poke damage. If you put it down willy-nilly, I think they're just gonna destroy it. But it's worth trying for the next point though.
Like a gentle rain.
Oh, and a Glacier
Ooh,
gets
Glacier
caught
gets
out
picked.
here on the rotate.
Cass falls low, getting forced to heal. Gare Bear is really low, gets picked. Going
And I
after
think
forcing all the DM, forcing Suzu. Weaver's really low, gets picked.
this is part of what I pointed out about no one really playing speed here. These rotates look so clunky and so scuffed from both teams.
Yeah. Although I will say the Queen shout does give them a little more edge because they can engage faster than the other team can.
Both teams with a lot of ults on the board. We're basically looking almost at all 10 ults online.
Big ult. Is it gonna force Suzu? I don't think Suzu is used.
Trades 1-for-1. A Glacier and Tony. A Dora
Reaper's
though.
really low.
falling.
Reaper go down.
And now picks here in the favor of Phoenix. Guna and Soup just gonna live, wait for their team to respawn. Honestly, that was a great ult from Dill. I don't know if they poked out the cleanse or if it just didn't get used, but one ult and a fight win. There's not much more you can ask for out of a Queen ult.
Vanny trying to take down this Weaver. Suzu used early tree and rush. Double support ult questionable. Rush again to counter it. The Cass ult coming out. Okay, all the ultimates just pressing Q challenge. Another Reaper.
It's
Holy,
working.
holy ult.
It's just Tony in a 1v2 against Gare Bear and a Baby Diva. Both Reaper ults exhausted, and Tony's gonna TP back to his team. And honestly, if you're Phoenix here and you know that they have Baby Diva, you might want to engage fast here. You have the visor. There's no mech to DM any of the bullets. I think you want to go fast.
And every ult in the book was popped there. I think that might have been the most ults I've ever seen popped at once, but... Reaper falling low, getting DM'd. They can try and rush through this. This is an awkward place to push. They do get the Reaper. Popping the Soldier visor. Guna falls low. TP's out. Gets picked. And it's just the Diva now. The DM. Ooh. The M-Ward does save them. Soup getting demeched again. And staggering this Diva. I don't know if she... They're struggling to kill him though.
That's to be flipped.
Weaver. Weaver dies.
Last desperation touch is coming out here. It's
Reaper
just
on.
Gare Bear in a dream.
Reaper down. They do touch. They get it. I don't think anybody touches in time. And that's a win for Phoenix. So it's 2-1. It is a best of 5 though, so we do have at least one more game. This will be match point though. I'm interested to see what where they take us next. I mean, that was an interesting battle from both sides. The Queen on this map though is 100% really good. They decided to forego speed for a Queen shout, I think. What do you think, Riku?
I don't know. Obviously biased. I play main support. I play a lot of Lucio, so I'm always interested to see with the workarounds Emerald teams come up with for going the speed. I'm almost never satisfied though. So while I applaud Dill's Queen play there, yeah, watching the rotates just drives me crazy, guys. Get some help. Get some speed, guys. Get some speed. But no, good map out of both teams. I'm interested to see where War's gonna take it. I think.
You want to take them hybrid? They haven't gone to hybrid. Maybe you think like an Icon. I think Icon wants in the pool.
No, that's fake news. We played Numbani. Numbani's hybrid.
Oh,
We can
Nabani.
take him
sorry, my bad.
escort. We can take him escort.
Escort. I'm gonna take them to. I would think an enclosed map. Yeah, I would think you want to take them to an enclosed map, right? So maybe a cart map. Because it seems like they're really, you know, especially with the Junkrat and like the characters they're playing, they really want to stop them from taking angles, right?
I'm not sure. I think they have to be careful. I know Bear, the enclosed map, Bear could go feast your famine on the Junkrat. That's an option. I do think this Tony Reaper is an issue, at least in some of these fights. Without the speed, without the peel, it does look like sometimes Tony just gets to walk down Guna or walk down a Glacia if they get caught out on an angle. Similarly, I think Maymane is a demon on this soldier. He's putting out a lot of pressure, or they are. They're putting out a lot of pressure, whether they're on an off angle or on the on angle. Just a lot of damage coming down the lane. So I don't know. It's an interesting conundrum, because I think if you give them open angles,
Yeah.
Maymane might just go ham.
I think they are taking the Route 66. So this is a pokey map. I think this is actually good for Soldier. But they can't ban him again, because I think they banned him on Nambani. Or did they? I think they did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So War did ban Soldier. So I don't think they can ban him again. So we'll see what they ban this time. They could ban the Reaper. I don't think the Reaper has been banned.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what the answer is, especially if we're gonna forego having the haha funny frog character. Your options start to become a little more limited. That being said, I think we did mention the Wu character. Maps like this where you could play at a distance, get out a lot of poke, especially from safer angles. You have the wave, have your own dash. If you run like Wu Yang Kiri, that was forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm a couple months out of the competitive gaming, but Wu Yang Kiri was really, really strong when Wu Yang first dropped. A lot of teams were running it. We could look at a backline like that. That might solve our problem. Kiri's mobile. Wu Yang has the distance and tools in his kit to help manage and space correctly.
I agree with you, but I'm not sure anybody plays Wu Yang on this team. I'm looking right now. I'm not seeing Wu Yang. I'm seeing like a lot of Kiri, Mercy, Moira, Bap. Oh, I see Wu Yang. Okay, DPR does play a little Wu Yang, but I think they're more comfortable on the Kiriko, so I'm not sure. Maybe we'll see it. I can't do anything.
I think we're just waiting for bans here, right?
Yeah, I think they took them there. They roster locked.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, more bans BAP. Interesting. That's an interesting ban. I think it's for Vanny. They don't want to deal with the Immorse, right? Deal with that, especially on a poke map.
Yeah, it looks like BAP has been sat down.
Interesting ban. I don't usually see BAP banned a lot.
But now I think begs the question, what will Phoenix ban?
Well, you can't ban the junk. You can't ban the Weaver again. You can't counterban the BAP, so I don't. You could
Yeah,
ban
I'm
like
not sure.
Freya, or like maybe ban the Diva here.
Yeah, it does seem like Soup does like to opt for that Diva pick. We've seen it a couple times now. Potentially a comfort pick out of the new Soup. There's too many Soups. All right.
They
To
also
any
played
viewers,
Ram, I think.
in the chat, if your name is Soup or Shadow, you all have to meet up and just fight for the name, because there's too many Shadows. There's Shadowy, Shadow Phoenix Lover, XXX Shadow. We got Soup Can, the real Soup. There's too many of you guys. You guys got to figure it out.
The Soup Can, Soup 07, Saucepan. It's very
Yeah,
similar.
I'm sick of it. You guys you got to figure it out.
Cass? Interesting.
Okay, Adora was there was some fights there where Adora was putting in some work on the Cassidy. I respect it. Route 66. They don't want to see the cowboy live his dream. I get it.
Alright. Well, we'll see. I mean, do you think they were playing Cass on the other side too, though? Like, I think Tony was playing it a little bit, or maybe it was my main. I can't remember. One of the two was playing Cass. I'm interested to see what they actually run here now, because a lot of characters now are just kind of allowed because they've already banned them, right? So I would imagine probably like a Junkrat Diva. Well, actually, I don't know if they're gonna play Junkrat on this map, just because it's more poke. But
See, I think it's funny too, because I always think back to Overwatch 1. There's always a silly little hold you could do, especially back when 2 tanks were in the game. You could run like a Mei Junk, and I don't know if they ever fixed it. I think you could still contest the cart from inside that little tunnel there on first.
yeah, the tunnel.
And I was gonna say there were so many cheesy holds, especially in scrims, where you would see stuff like that happen, where you could have like a Diva play up on the height, contest cart for a little bit. You have the Mei Junk inside contesting from the wall. No one's gonna walk in that little room. So cheesy, so corny.
It sounds like the what's it? The Watchpoint Gibby, like the lower small room with the mega pack.
Yes, it's
Back in the day,
exactly like
would
that.
you run like the Reaper, May, Reinhardt, or something like that, and just hole up in that room, and you're not, you're not getting past it.
Okay, wait, this just in. It has been addressed in chat. Tony is not Tony. They go by TJ. That is our bad, ladies and gents. We are redacting all former casts. That is TJ. TJ
Right,
is the
TJ.
Reaper Menace.
I like that, TJ. All right.
But it looks like both teams... No, that's fake news. Only Phoenixes are. Waiting for War to ready up here.
Yeah, we're waiting on the final map. Maybe they're taking a bio break or something. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Unfortunately, to those in chat, you are stuck with me yapping in your ear until War... Oh, there it is. We got the R. We're gonna go in. Map starting. I take it back.
Initiating match.
We'll see what the band's looking like. With the bands, I think we'll see more poke, but okay, we got an Ana Weaver Diva. Okay, what are the DPS looking like? Reaper. What's Gary gonna play? You think like a Freya, maybe a Junkrat?
Onzo. Okay.
I don't know. if
I
I've
don't
seen
hate it, but I just feel like this is one of those things that again starts to happen. I think in Emerald, where just like with the hero pools we have, you get further and further away from the solution when you try to like patch some of these comps together. Yeah, and now I feel like we don't have a lot of synergy on the side of War. I digress. Let's see what happens.
We got double hit scan on the side of Phoenix, so that might not go well into the D.Va, but
Adora looking through this high ground and get Dill off. Commits the spin. We do have a Wu Yang, by the way.
Ooh, okay. DPR is swapping to that Wu Yang. That's interesting. I think I've
Both
seen
teams
DPR on Wu Yang.
poking, posturing here. Adora on a deep flank height, but no one really, very non-committal. Both teams just letting these DPS poke, look for a pick, look for big damage, get cooldowns out. And Dill's just content to hold this corner.
Reaper forcing Wraith early. Kind of just poking each other out, waiting for an opportunity to get in. Dill falls really low.
Big nade on a Soup. Soup falling one. Gonna get pulled. Able to keep mech.
Reaper on DPR though. Reaper DPR does live with the wave.
And just a reset here. Both teams gonna get healthy. And yeah, I mean, Phoenix kind of playing this textbook. Dill has a lot of cooldowns to use. I say that, and he gets slept and taken out.
A lot of cooldowns just used on Dill. Dill overstayed his welcome, I think. They have to back up now. Hopefully you don't die. DPR's kind of in a bad spot here in between three people. DPR's getting walled into a corner by the Reaper.
Able to make it out somehow.
Somehow got it out.
I don't think shifty movement there. And Maymain.
Air falls. Do they touch though? They have to touch though. They do get another.
Yeah, TJ finding one of their own, and now Maymain with a Glacier. Soup able to get TJ, but a little too late. It's all for naught. He's gonna have to reset here.
He's kind of. But even then, if they just push cart, they're not pushing cart. They've opted to not push cart apparently. We're not playing objectives. Guys. It's fine.
It looks like Soup on to Vanny with Adora, but Maymain.
Vanny gets out.
Great follow up there from Maymain. And a big spear there out of Dill. Shut down the D.Va's booster. Soup's just stranded over there for a second.
Oh, the big ult actually forcing him off high ground. Soup taking advantage of that.
Another nade. Soup having issues eating these on his nades.
Soup falling really low. Gets picked, pops D.Va ult though. Doesn't get anyone, but survives. I think Soup needs to back up here. Yeah.
We do have a Widow out of Gare Bear. Changes coming in, but they're gonna be walking into 5 ults here on the side of Phoenix. This could be really oppressive if Gare Bear doesn't find any picks here.
Yeah, Gare Bear is gonna have struggle to like get around the corner though, because a lot of poke.
Oh,
pushes them away though. Gare Bear gets one though.
Yeah.
They trade though. There's a Bob, the touch point, comboing that. Oh.
The Orisa Wu Yang combo.
Oh, big
pedal.
The pedal, the block.
And it's OT now. Gare Bear finding TJ. Maymain back though, pops the visor. The nano visor comes through. Soup finds one of his own, but Maymain with 2, 3. It's cleanup now on the side of Phoenix. As Soup desperately tries to clutch onto this point. Maymain falling low. Vanny trying to keep up the heals. Adora looking for an off angle here while Soup contests haphazardly, gets D-Mech. And I think that's going to be it. With a great hold from Phoenix.
So you're trying to touch, doesn't get it. That was a big hold. My mistake, I looked at the wrong thing. I was asking why they weren't touching, but I was looking at the wrong color. My bad. But we got big hold. I'm interested to see what they do. It felt like the D.Va kind of couldn't get much value with the picks that they had. Like he would go in and live for a long time, but he wouldn't. They wouldn't get follow up. The Orisa just kind of didn't die. I think he died once.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything that Orisa excels at, it's the whole not dying thing. Especially you use your cooldowns right. You have a very sturdy backline there with the Ana and the Wu Yang, especially on this map. And against, like, again, we have comps that don't really have speed. You're both just kind of engaging in poke as long as both supports are mindful of their heads. Yeah, the Orisa could just kind of exist.
I'm gonna pull attention to this war comp. I have never seen something as weird as this. Okay, they swapped to Ana, but I was gonna say they had a Brig, Weaver, Sim, Junk, D.Va. I guess the Ana is better, but that was a weird comp. I've never seen this assortment of characters.
You know what, I don't see the vision, but I'm gonna say I like it just because Care Bear's on a comfort pick, and I think Adora could help the frontline pressure on the Orisa if they play it right. I say that, but TJ is on the Widow here. Adora has to be mindful of their head spamming main. They don't want to get taken off.
Trying to get in. They're just holding this corner for now. Ooh, big sleep on the Orisa. Keep trying to go in.
I think this is big. Dill really wants to clear this Junkrat. Oh, I spoke too soon. Main gets
early.
Adora on main. Now
Gerber
it's all
goes
starting
down.
to fall apart. Yeah, the DPS on the side of war, dead. The rest of this team, this core needs to live here. If they get picked, that could be wraps. That could be game. TJ with a grapple shot, ambitious. Holding the angle. Soup commits to diving, but falls super low. TJ might live here. No, falls. Oh, and a huge grip from a Glacier. Actually able to get the Widow and a reset there. Soup keeping mech.
Main getting chased down by the D.Va, kind of just running away, forcing Soup's attention.
And DPR fighting Goon on top of gas station before they get chased down by Gerber.
Gerber falling low, trying to poke out on high ground. Gerber falls one. He gets picked.
And Maymay on this huge off angle gets slept, but it doesn't
Still,
matter.
another like pedal to block the Arista. This Weaver getting crazy value. Weaver's trying to live. I think he's gonna die though. Unfortunate. Soup tries to touch.
Falls. It's just Soup in this
Nano.
Guna does pop the Nano to help Soup stabilize on cart. Able to find the Ana. Guna is just dueling TJ in the backline.
Okay. D.Va bomb. Gets
Finds
Tony.
TJ. The tire
Shank
comes
gets
out
another
with DPR. It's just Dill here now with Maymay as the core of war has returned. Dill gonna die late here.
Have a minute and a half to hold. Ults on the
to
side.
No.
Only ults on the side of Phoenix with Nano and Soldier Visor. They might be able to do it, but they need to force out the DM first.
Yeah, this could be looking stark. A stark last fight here for war with no ults.
Dill falls incredibly low by getting trapped, forcing gold early.
Yeah, Gerber on this cheeky angle needs to be careful now. They're looking to
Oh, he
peek
just
him and
called.
TJ finds him.
That's a big pick early.
Yeah, you just want to press the gas. It looks like everyone is going
Soldier
through his trap
Visor.
rotate.
Anyone? Gets nanoed late. Gets one. Guna goes down.
Now it's just Aglacia and Soup again. Desperation on the point for war.
All dies anyways. Sombra's on. Sombra gets insta-picked. Soup gets demeched. Only touching for a little bit longer. I assume they're trying to stagger him now. And they touch though.
And that is gonna be game, folks. A 3-1 series in favor of the Phoenix Thunder.
I honestly think that there are a lot of good plays made by War but I felt like they had a mishmash of comps. Meanwhile, Phoenix's team had a fluid, like thought out comp for each map. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like, again, I think this is a common theme we do see in Emerald. I feel like there's always a couple teams where just the hero pools along with bans and map picks, you sort of see a kind of just like a mishmash of characters thrown together, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It is week 1 though. I mean, some teams need to find their footing, especially when you do have a lot of the more niche characters in your hero pool. So not a bad showing at all from the side of War. We did, like you said, we saw some good out of them, some big plays, just maybe not as consistently as we're coming out of Phoenix and the Phoenix comps.
Yeah. I think that honestly the biggest thing was it wasn't even that they were playing badly. It's just that the comps weren't really working together. So one person would make a big play, but no other character on the team could capitalize. So because it just wasn't a fluid comp. So, but like they made big plays individually. I think they just need to work on their team play, and they'll drastically improve. I definitely think that they held on to some ults a lot too. They had like 5 ults. I think one time they just didn't pop them. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you're right. We're definitely hesitant on some of the ults there, but like I said, week 1, you shake it off. You go into next week. You know what you have to do now to improve, to sort of pull it together. But yeah, thanks everyone who came out. Thanks everyone for watching. If you showed up here to our first week of UR Overwatch, I believe there's one more game tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Don't quote me, but I believe that's a Sapphire game, and that will put our first week here of our new season under wraps. So please show up, show out, support, and chat. We love it. We appreciate you guys. And yeah, that's all I have.